This video is the result of several weeks of pent-up emotions. Hi, so I've recently moved to London, where I've been living for a couple months now, and as I'm someone that doesn't own a car, I've been using a lot of public transport. And there's a couple things I'd like to say. Firstly, screw you, Oystercard. I know that you're really convenient and everything's my fault, but I'm gonna blame you. On the subway in London, we have these things called Oystercards, which you basically just swipe to let you through the gates, and this is where a lot of the problems occur. This is a very fast-paced environment where about 1 billion people in suits are all power walking towards those gates. Like sperm. And if you do anything wrong at that moment, if you stop to get your card out of your pocket or you put the wrong ticket in, the entire world ends. I feel so sorry for any tourists that come to London and get confused at those gates, because if you spend more than 2 seconds there, you cause a freaking pile-up, and then the tutting begins. People just going... Unbelievable. And it's all your fault. You might as well be Hitler, because that's how much everyone hates you right now. But on a really busy day, it's just the worst ever. Firstly, the crowd is moving so fast that half the time I miss my turning, but nothing in the world is worse than that moment when you realise the doors are about to close. This happens on trains and buses as well, and it's that moment when everything freezes. It's just you and the door. And you just have to make the call. Are you gonna go for it? Are you gonna go for it? Which usually results in missing it by 1 second and having a group of bratty children laugh at you through the window whilst you cough up your lungs. But once, okay, I actually made it. Well, a piece of me did. I've said before about the time when I tried to jump in and actually got my head stuck between the doors, but you don't want to hear about that. But you see, unlike train doors that are like... and politely open again, the underground doors are like metal Venus flytraps of death. But I think in the list of awkward moments of my life, having a full train of people all staring at that absolute twat that somehow managed to get his head stuck in the door, that was pretty up there. But I swear, people are convinced that no matter how full the carriage might be, there is always room for one more person. And so the old Asian lady who does not give a shit crams herself into that space, and I find myself getting probed by some guy in a trench coat. Every time. And that's always the moment when the gross person who definitely has SARS and swine flu decides to sneeze on your face. No escape. It also doesn't help that my elbow seems to be perfect boob height for short females. Like, you have no idea how many accidental boob elbowings I have committed. And the ladies are often not impressed. But sometimes it is a better alternative to sitting when you take a seat and realise how ominously damp it feels, and you really don't want to know. Seriously, it's a hardcore environment. If you hear, "We are sorry to announce that there are currently mild delays," people start going, "Oh, someone better have died horribly, I'm going to be late for my meeting now." And occasionally a station will be closed, which means that you have to get the bus. Now, I'm not a bus person. If you're not familiar with where you're going or when you need to get off, then going on a bus is one of the most fucking terrifying experiences ever. I see all these people getting straight on with their secret golden bus passes of Infinite Bus, and I'm just like, a single to King's Cross, please. And the driver looks at me like, "You have no idea what the fuck you're doing, do you?" And I'm like, no! But I'd like to take this opportunity to wish a fiery death upon the following people. That kid who won't stop pressing the stop button. I'm so funny! That guy at the back of the bus who has the coolest music taste ever and wants everybody to hear it. "Oh mate, this is a sick tune, it's a sick tune, yeah, blah blah blah." That smelly guy who for some reason always sits next to you even though the entire bus is empty. You look nice. And the bus drivers who give you the look of death if you don't have the exact change, or the ones that can definitely tell that you're running to get the bus and they drive away anyway. But talking of traumatic incidents, this actually happened to me last week, okay? I was on a bus and I was going somewhere I'd never been before, and I was freaking out because I didn't know when to push the stop button. When I saw something that made me think I was there, so I pushed the stop button and then realised that I was absolutely nowhere near it. Now, a normal person would just say, "Oops," and stay on the bus. I got off the bus. That's right, I felt so awkward that everyone had heard the ding and I made the bus stop that I got off the bus when I wasn't there yet. In fact, I had no idea where the fuck I was, and I actually ended up walking about 2 miles in the rain. Why did you make me this way? But even walking is dangerous in London. It's not getting hit by cars that you need to worry about, it's the bloody light-speed cyclists that just apparate behind the taxi you're about to walk past and then just go, "Get out the way!" And you suddenly realise how much of a ninja you are when you jump back. So yeah, those are a few things that I now have to deal with on a daily basis. Oh, and the fact I fell up an escalator. Yeah, if you missed it, I was running up the world's tallest escalator with my phone in one hand, my headphones on, and my bag strapped over my shoulder when I tripped and fell up the escalator, allowing 200 people that were moving slowly in both directions to laugh at me. Yup. It has actually left me with a nice escalator print scar for the next couple months. And there we go, but enough about my pain, I want to know about yours. What gets on your tits when you use public transport? What horrifically awkward things have you experienced? Please feel free to unleash your rants down in the comments or in a video response, and no matter what day you've been having, we can all complain together. So basically, I should just get a car and stop being a whiny bitch. And now it's time for the sexy end screen dance. The worst, then best, then worst 5 seconds of your life. Alright. Please give me a good thumbing if you have enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. Thanks!